You do that thing where you go in your settings and you put the screen time limits on.
Yeah, but I ignore them.
Oh, I don't tell people that I say tell the kids this. Oh my God.
Spent 150 quid on booking seats.
I love Harry Potter.
I don't even get it. Welcome to episode 15 of the Fun Dad, Dean and Wife Unfiltered podcast. I am Dean.
And I am Sarah.
And we have started this podcast to give a true representation of parenting.
We like to give a realistic, unfiltered view of what it is like to be working parents, juggling working life, and actually trying to have a life ourselves.
So, as usual, we like to start the podcast with a little recap of our week. And we did something pretty exciting, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot what we were talking about today then. Yes, we did. We did something super exciting, which I have been waiting for 17 years.
Yeah, we booked a holiday. Well, we've been on holiday before, but we booked an all-inclusive holiday, didn't we? We've been talking about it for ages, driving everyone on Instagram absolutely mental, keep asking for their opinions.
There's a lot of money to spend, so I want to get it right. And because we've never done it, I wanted to get it right. So, yeah, it's taken me about 6 months to find the hotel, find where we're going to go, sort out the dates. And then Dean procrastinated, didn't you, Dean? I wanted to book it back in June. Procrastinated, wouldn't do it. The hotel I wanted is fully booked.
Yeah, because I was filled with a web of lies. You were like, I found this hotel, it's this X amount of money, which is like, that's too good to be.
You always say less than it is.
Yeah, this is way too good to be true. And then when we got to it, I was like, that's like triple what you said it was. So I was like, I need a bit of time to think about this. And by the time I thought about it, it's gone.
Yeah, because you took 3 months to think about it.
No, I said no, didn't I? Originally, I was like, no, we'll do it next year. And then I thought, I was sitting there wondering, I was like, oh, we've never done that with the kids, like round the pool and have loads of fun with the pool. And obviously, just not been able to cook and clean and all that. We've had holidays before. We've always had to do that. And
because we've always stayed with family in a villa or a house or something like that, and it's basically same shit, different place. When we do that, I still have to mop the floors, I still have to make the beds, I still have to cook, I still have to do the washing up, I still have to do all that stuff. But when we go in October, I won't have to do anything. It's going to be great. And
also, when we were booking the holiday, I was like, look, this is the limit. This is the limit. So we got to the limit. And because I'd never really booked these all-inclusive holidays before, well, not for ages, got to the last page, it's like another grand on with you have to spend 150 quid on booking seats.
I know. Oh, but you have to have the seats together. Don't be one of those absolute twats that gets on the plane and then just expects everyone to move around for them because you didn't book your seats.
And then we're booking the bags and I was like, is that much? And I was like, can we cram everything in one bag? Mental.
Yeah, I would really like though, because I know when I've put things on Instagram before about holidays, people's suggestions or ideas and stuff have been great. And I'm at the point now where we're going in about a month or so. So I would really appreciate any tips about the plane, about when we get there, like any little tips, because it's not something we've really ever done, flying with the kids and staying in a hotel with the kids. So little tips are very much welcome.
Thank you. Be getting to the airport about 4 hours early because I need to get to the bar because I'm a very, very, very nervous flyer, and I know I have got better, but I'm worried about putting those nerves on the kids because.
Yeah,
it's not like I hide it particularly well.
No, I know.
Rush into but the last 2 flights I've been on with work, didn't drink.
I think that's better. I think you probably get more anxious with drink, no?
No. No? Absolutely not. If I have 3 or 4 drinks before I get on the plane, on my nerves, obviously I'm still a little bit worried, but still it's absolutely bearable.
Dean, our flight is at 6 a.m.
Yeah, I know.
So what, you're just going to be having a few drinks at 5 o'clock in the morning with the kids?
I'm not going to. I'm going to push myself through.
We'll wait till we get on the plane, then we'll have a drink together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nervous flyer, awful.
No, I'm really, really excited. So I'm really looking forward to any advice anyone's got. Please send it my way because I'm super excited, but I want it to go easy as possible.
It's still going to be stressful. You know what? I think we've got in our mind that it's just going to be like this 10 days of pure bliss, but at the end of the day, we've still got 2 kids with us, so it isn't going to be pure bliss.
No.
It's just still going to be taking them to restaurants, them looking at the food like it's a piece of crap, not eating it. Although, if it's all inclusive, it's all paid for, so it won't be a big deal. But there's still going to be a lot of that going on, isn't there?
I've got the faith. I'm going to take a deep breath and go with positive vibes only.
Okay.
Only. Yeah.
Okay. That makes a change. Yeah, so we'll carry on lying to ourselves about how well this holiday's about to go. And talking about lies, we asked our Instagram followers what lies they tell their kids to keep the peace. And we got some interesting ones, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, we got the normal, like carrots make you see in the dark. And I always say to the kids, eat your carrots, you're going to turn into parrots. They're obviously not going to turn into parrots. But
I've never heard that.
When Ruby was younger, she'd be like, I don't want to eat my carrots because I don't want to turn into a parrot.
The one that always works is the bath. That, especially when they're younger, that is the best one to use. When they're in the bath and you say, can you get out the bath? And they say, no, I don't want to get out yet, but you need them to get out for bed. And then you just say, you're going to get...
I don't tell people that I say, tell the kids this. Oh my God.
I've said it. You pull the plug out and you say you're going to get sucked down if you don't get out.
No, I said you're going to get sucked down into Jumanji. That's what I used to say.
I don't. I just say you're going to get sucked down the plug out. And I'm telling you now, if you've got kids that mine are too old for it now, they get it. They're just like, no, we're not, Dad. But if they're like from the age 1 to 4, that works.
No, yeah, that started with Daisy because she used to really like the original
They
Jumanji.
Jump out quicker.
Yeah, they get out so quick.
Yeah, that one works. So definitely use that.
Because we used to watch Jumanji, the original, which I think is far better than the remakes. But anyway, and I used to say to her, you get sucked down into Jumanji. She'd get out. Because they kind of like get sucked into the game, don't they? So that was my...
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
That was my brain purpose.
One that came up a lot was, I've never heard it, but apparently it's really popular. When you hear the ice cream van music, that means they've actually run out of ice cream. Rather than that's them calling
you for ice cream.
I reckon about 20 people said that, and I've never heard it.
To be fair, I feel like I'm actually going to use that one because the ice cream vans these days, it's not 99p anymore, is it? No. When the other day for one, it was £4.50 for an ice cream. Thinking I'm not paying that. Yeah, I mean, I did because I'm a pushover.
You can't blame the ice cream man for that, can you?
No, I'm not blaming the ice cream man, and I will support them, and I did buy it, but I bought it begrudgingly. It's too expensive.
When we went to ice cream van in Wales and he undercharged us by about 10 quid and I literally felt terrible.
Oh, what, we walked off and we were like, how was that so cheap?
Yeah. I didn't call him down though to give him his money. Just let him drive off.
Oh, poor ice cream van man. I used to say to my sister when we were younger, this actually now I'm older, it feels like we were really mean to do this. But me and my older sister, we used to tell my younger sister that sausages were pig's willies because we wanted to nick the sausages off her plate because we wanted more dinner. So we used to say to my younger sister, oh, you know sausages are pig's willies, don't you? And then she'd be like, ugh, and then she wouldn't eat them and me and my sister would get our forks.
I'd be happy if mine are like a mini sausage. Okay, moving swiftly on.
Let's move off that one. And then I think as well, people were saying that obviously, that age-old joke of you're eating something and you don't really want to share it with the kids, so you just say, oh, it's spicy, you can't.
Oh, that works every single time. But then they get to an age where they like spicy food, so it doesn't work.
Doesn't work. I know the lies just get less and less, don't they?
Yeah, like we don't really do it with our kids now. They're almost too old.
Probably the one lie that I actually regret for many reasons is, those elves that come out at Christmas. And I know why you hate the elves because you just can't be bothered to move them every night and remember it all.
Well, you can't either.
No, I know. The novelty's definitely worn off.
The first 4 days we're doing all these good stuff with the elves, and then by day 5 I get a message, can you move the elf? And I literally just move him from one bit of the room to the other. And that's it. And that's what happens. We're just throwing the elf around the living room for the remainder of December. It's just ridiculous.
It reminded me yesterday. I remember once I staged them and the elves moved the dolls. And I can't remember what I exactly did, but there were some dolls in the kids' room. And I staged the elf with these dolls. And then ever since, Ruby won't touch or look at or play with the dolls. And then yesterday she had a friend round and it made me remember. So she had a friend round and I was a bit like, oh, what should we do? I was like, let's get the dolls out and play with them. And I just got this doll out and I brought it down and she was like, no, those dolls scare me. Those dolls come to life. And she was absolutely terrified. And I was thinking, it was just me, babe. I moved the elf. it was me. I moved
you just got to tell them.
Yeah, but now she's terrified her away from playing with her toys now. So I think sometimes...
It is a bit weird coming down every morning and seeing this cuddly toy just moving around the living room doing different stuff. I mean, who made
I
that?
can see
Who
why.
made that up? Don't you think parents have got enough on their
The person
mind?
that made the elf, they've made quite a lot of money with that elf on the shelf. Most people I know do the elf.
How many years has that got left in it?
Oh, not long, because everyone's cottoning on how annoying the elf is.
Yeah, we ain't doing it this year. We'll just say that he's
Gone on holiday.
passed away or something. Poor elf. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Brown bread.
Sorry, girls, the elf's dead.
Brown bread.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
So, moving on to our topic today, we always like to have a little topic in the podcast where we chat about something to do with parenting, like a topic. And today we have chosen Dean's suggestion. So, normally I write the podcast, but it wasn't me this week. This is all Dean today. And
Yeah,
it's
my wife was stressing me out this week because she's back at school. September's a very busy month for her. She hasn't been able to write the podcast as well as I would like her to. So I have, I've had to step in this week. So hopefully, I've done an all right job.
You've done a great job, my love. Definitely. Yeah. But Dean's thought of basically we were having a discussion because we're always trying to better ourselves in everything we do. You know, I think it's really good to self-reflect and to be honest and to have a conversation with each other. And it's something that me and Dean do quite a lot because I find if we don't talk about things, resentment builds.
You start resenting each other.
I start to resent him a little bit, and
I resent you too. Oh. Well, no. I don't resent you. But if you're doing something that's annoying me, it's better to bring it up because otherwise that resentment just snowballs until you
builds. So we were chatting about things that potentially we could improve on as a parent or aspects that we want to work on. So
shall I lead?
Go for it, babe.
So yeah, I've got quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I maybe self-depreciating at times, but yeah, this is playing. I would like to play with the kids a lot more. I feel like I get very stuck with work and social media and all this kind of stuff going on and tidying the house and all that. I feel like a lot of the time the kids will come up to me, do you want to play? And my default answer is often no. And it's not until I like self-reflect and say, fucking hell, what are you doing? Like, they're not going to be around forever at home forever. Play with them, but still I'm not great. I'm okay, I do certain stuff, but it's like I'm okay if I enjoy doing it. If it's like a game where I think, God, this is going to be painful, like especially playing certain games with Ruby that she's not quite old enough to understand and she just cheats and, she doesn't play it like cheating at games.
I was a big cheat when I was younger.
Oh my gosh, my kids Daisy grew out of that, but Ruby's the biggest cheater ever and I can't play it. I get like 20% for the game and I'm like, if you're going to cheat, we ain't playing no more. So
I think mine's kind of maybe similar to that in the sense that I probably do play with them, but what I don't do is kind of have one-on-one time with each girl, if you know what I mean, because I'm generally maybe working or whatever, and I'm there with both of them. I spend a lot of time with the girls together, but not necessarily them kind of on their own. And Daisy's getting to the age now where she's developing her own style and she wants to go shopping and, she asks things like, can I go and get my nails done? She's getting into that kind of, almost high school age. She's changing a little bit. And I want to take her. There's just no way I'm taking that 5-year-old Ruby into a shopping centre or a nail salon or anything like that because she's just way too.
But there's other stuff you can do to be one-on-one. I think the same about myself as well. I remember last year in Wales and you had to come back you brought Ruby back here, back home, and I was there in Wales with Daisy on my own for a week, and that was awesome. Just having one-on-one time, you connect so much deeper with them. Because
that's what I struggle with. I just always have both
when you've got both of them, they're either like pissing each other off, so you're trying to sort that out, and you just can't get that kind of one-to-one connection at all, really.
I think as well, when you've got an older one and a younger one, I end up spending more time with the younger one just because they need you more. And I do wonder sometimes, for example, when we were going in the sea. When we were going to the beach when we were in Wales. So like the kids would go in the sea and obviously Daisy's confident and they'd have their wetsuits on or whatever and they'd be doing stuff and Daisy would go off. But I couldn't leave Ruby. But I didn't want Daisy to kind of look over and always think, oh, Mum's always with you, Ruby. She's never with me. But it's because I can't leave a 5-year-old unattended in the sea, really.
Yeah,
can
I know. But I do think Daisy does feel like that a bit. That we've
Yeah,
not...
she always says to me, "Oh, you love Ruby more," and I'm like, I don't. She just needs me more.
needs you, and also we expect more of Daisy because she's older. So when they're having an argument, we tend to be more harder on Daisy and Daisy said this to us many times, and I feel like you can be quite bad for this, that you go too heavy on Daisy, and I'm like, look, she's still only 9.
Yeah.
She's just only developing. Like, it's not like she's an adult.
Interesting you've brought that up, because that was one of the points when you said, like, you know, what do you need to reflect on? So I actually said to Daisy last night, because, you know, nothing like a last-minute podcast plan, and I said to Daisy, I said, what do you think I could be better on as a parent? And that's one of the things she said. She said, oh, well, you always tell me off. But I think I'm still going to stick to my guns on this one, and I did say it to her. I do not expect, she's nearly 10, a near 10-year-old to push or shove a 5-year-old. I said, would you do that to the year 1 children in school? She's like, no. And I said, so why do you do it to your sister then? And I can't back down on that. For me, the age gap is so big.
Yeah, when you say it like that, yeah. But when you actually see the context behind a lot of it, it's not like that. Like, Daisy could literally just be sitting there minding her own business, and Ruby could just be on her. And I'm watching this, and then Daisy can retaliate, and I'm like, do you know what? She was just sitting there, peaceful, mind her own business, and she has been antagonised into that reaction. And then we'll go hard, you especially, hard in on Daisy. I'm like, 2 minutes ago, she was just, you know. So sometimes I think sometimes Ruby puts the bullets in, Daisy fires them. That's what my nan used to say to me about me and my brother. My brother used to I put the bullets in, he fired them. So he always got in trouble, but it was me behind the scenes instigating. I think that's a lot what happens at home.
Sneaky snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's even down to things like when I say to Daisy, oh, can you make your bed? So you're not making her make her bed. I'm like, oh God, just come on.
But I think we should. I think Ruby's not a baby anymore. I think Ruby could at least attempt it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be very good. A bit like when you make the bed.
No, neither of them are very good at it. But then
they
make Sarah, when I come home and the bed's made, I'm like, bloody hell, is it my birthday?
Oh my God!
It was made yesterday, and I was like,
the last one out of bed should make the bed. I get out of bed at like 6 o'clock every morning, and you just no.
Okay then.
Okay, who should make the bed?
Obviously.
The person who gets out of it last.
Out of bed last at the weekend? Be honest.
Oh, me.
Yeah, I always get up early.
I'm going to make it at the weekend, especially if you've got people coming round. It always gets made then.
Yeah, I know. But I think another one for me is I need to sort of embrace the chaos. I saw a video online by Ryan Reynolds about this, and he was like how chaotic his house is, and he's just tried to learn to embrace it. I know this is easier said than done, but I feel like the parents who can embrace the chaos at home better are more relaxed and enjoy it more. Yeah. If you're getting stressed about, and this is what I do, I get stressed about every little thing. Could be fucking torment at home, like to yourself. Like if you're getting stressed about every bit of mess in every bit of room, and every time they're screaming or they're shouting or they're playing, if that's kind of niggling at you all the time, I mean, not good, is it?
I'm quite used to the chaos. I think where I am a reception teacher, I can have kids. I don't know. The kids can be like running around, or like colouring, or like play fighting, or doing whatever they're doing, and it's like chaotic around me. I can just still hold a conversation just and block out the chaos. I just think they're playing. As long as they're happy and they're being kind to each other. If it's
but things like this, if I come home, or not even I come home, if I come into the room and they're making some great big bloody den in the living room, say at the weekend.
It's just a few blankets.
Yeah, I know that.
Just tell
and
yourself
I don't tell them not to do it. I let them play. But internally I'm like, fucking hell, that's all mess everywhere. But I need to be better at like, they're playing nicely.
Leave them.
They're kids. Like, you know, what do I expect them to do? Just stand there like still all day long. Like they're not going to, are they? So no. I need to be way better for my own mood and my own anxiety to embrace it much more. And also, I think I'll get to the point where when they both leave home, I'll be like,
you'll miss the chaos. That's what you're saying.
A lot of people tell me that.
Yeah. You'll miss the noise and you'll miss the chaos.
Because a lot of my Facebook followers are a bit older, because I think Facebook's more of a slightly older generation than us, isn't it? We still do it, but a bit older. And a lot of them say to me, you're going to miss this. Oh. And I'm always a bit like, yeah, all right. But I think I probably will.
Oh,
to a point.
Yeah.
Like...
That's interesting you're saying about the older generation, though, because often you can't see something when you're in it. You know that saying, what is it? You can't put an old head on young shoulders, like that kind of saying. And it's this whole phone argument with me as well. Like, how can I improve and be a better parent? I'm still going to have my stance because, you know, she's going to be going into year 6 and year 7. I've still got my stance on the whole phone.
Is that what she said,
media.
giving her the phone?
Yes, so basically I said to her last night, how can mummy be a better parent? And her answer was, you can give me a phone. And I was like, oh,
no,
God,
us not giving her a phone is being a good parent.
Yeah, but
they
she can't see
it.
Yeah, she can't see it now. And, you know, and she comes home, she's like, oh, mummy, some of my friends have got Snapchat. Some of my friends have got TikTok. And I'm thinking, well, you definitely shouldn't have that. But anyway. And I'm like, oh, you can't see it now. And I know I'm bad cop now at the moment. And I'm just hoping that at one point she comes full circle and she thanks me in the end.
This is one thing I don't care about upsetting her about.
Really?
I just don't care. Like, look, it's best for her. Obviously, she's going to have a phone. But in terms of, like, all her friends...
So you say that obviously she's going to have a phone. Why? I didn't have a phone till I was 15. It was fine.
Oh, okay, well, when she's getting the bus and stuff to school, or getting places to school and going out with her friends at a certain age, I mean, I think I wanted to have maybe we buy her a Nokia.
See, we were having
Snake on it.
I was having this conversation with some colleagues the other day, and we were talking about children going to year 7, or year 8, year 9, and obviously it being quite overwhelming when you start secondary school. And a lot of friends or people that I've worked with, or, you know, in discussion with people who've got children of that age, their kids ring them at lunchtime with problems, with issues, with crying, with kind of all that kind of thing. And it's kind of like you worry about your child. But actually, when I was at school, I went off to year 7. I didn't know anyone in my class. My sister pretended I didn't exist and ignored me, even though she was in year 9 and she ignored me. And then
standard behaviour, though.
Yeah. And then, but I didn't have a phone. I didn't have that outlet to constantly ringing my mum throughout the day, at pockets throughout the day. Or, you know, like I know secondary schools are saying that they're phoneless, Obviously, every child, when they're going into the toilet and they're sitting down, they're getting their phone out. We know they all are.
Yeah,
you know, you can't monitor children in every place at the high school. But what I mean is
we're fostering that sort of behaviour by giving them a phone.
By giving them a phone. It was like, well, when I was in year 7 and I was having a really crap day at school, I couldn't ring my mum to be like, oh, I'm having a bad day. I would just have to wait till I got home.
That's a good point.
And now it's like, you know, you're trying to work or you're trying to do things at home or you're getting your errands done and you've got your kids ringing you or messaging you. Yes, starting year 7 or going to a new school or doing any of those milestones, it's really overwhelming. But we all got through it without a phone.
Yeah, we just sucked it up. We just got on with it.
Yeah, if there was a real problem at school, you went to the office and then they could ring your parents. But now, because all kids have got phones in their pockets, it's like that outlet, that connection with home is just, everything's immediate for them. Everything's immediate.
But say if they were getting bullied at school or teased on at school, then it's an easy outlet to let people know. Like maybe
there probably are pros to it.
Maybe back in the day a bit, if you're getting bullied and you've got nowhere to turn, you didn't have a phone, like what do you do? I don't know.
You'd hope.
I suppose you'd tell your parents when you get home. But,
and there's you know staff at school, counsellors.
Yeah.
You have your form tutor. I don't know. I suppose I can't really make my huge assumptions on that aspect yet because it's a bit like, you know, when the kids were little and you'd say, you know, when they're 2, my kid's never going to have an iPad. My kid, that ends up happening. And so I'm not there yet. Maybe I'm making a presumption of how hard it is.
I think we've got a difficult few years with that because we want to be quite stern with that. But even when we were down the caravan, she was coming to me, everyone's got Snapchat. And also with Daisy, she likes making videos because she's obviously seen me do it and Sarah do it. And she's quite good. She makes videos on my phone, not post them anywhere, but makes them. And she's good at it. So she wants to do that. So then again, that's another tug in the direction of having a phone and having social media and all that. So... But yeah, talking about phones, I kind of want to be on mine less. Like my screen time the last couple of weeks.
It's part of your job role, really,
There's other people on social media that don't have that screen time. And I feel like if you want to teach your kids not to use phones and your head's glued to these pixels all day long, I mean, it's...
You lead by example, you mean?
It's like telling your kids to eat healthy and you're eating McDonald's all day. Like, no different.
Yeah.
Really, is it? So and also... The more I'm on my phone, the less present I am at home. The more annoyed I'm getting with stuff on my phone, the more
I'm not going to lie. If we are in this place of self-reflection and if we're this platform of not really...
I'm going to throw my phone in the bin when I get out of here.
It really pisses me off when we're sitting down and we're watching a film or we're watching Catchphrase. We love Catchphrase as a family, don't we?
What a program.
What a program.
Best
Excellent.
ever.
Yeah.
Best quiz show ever.
But we're sitting down and Family Fortunes is good too. Anyway, so we're sitting down, we watch we're so sad, aren't we? But what annoys me, and I've seen it happen many, many times, is we'll be watching a film or we'll be watching a programme, we'll be sitting down having that family time, maybe we've got some popcorn or some crisps and dip, because I love crisps and dip, and you will literally be like, pick up your phone, you'll go on your phone. And I think the girls have got it from me, unless they're saying it from themselves, but they'll be like, Daddy, get off your phone. And sometimes if you get up to go to the toilet or you get up to get a drink or anything, the girls hide your phone, don't they?
Yeah, no.
They like hide it down the sofa or they'll hide it under the sofa.
We weren't watching
and I think
such
if they're
shit. If I'm watching Catchphrase, phone doesn't come out. If I'm watching Moana for the 58th time, it's hard to stay engaged. I'm telling you that now. It is hard to stay.
What I mean is,
how many
they
times have we
notice
watched
that.
Harry Potter this week?
I love Harry Potter.
I don't even get it. She watches Harry Potter. I don't understand how people can watch it. I don't even know what's happening. I don't even get it. Like, what is?
Because you're always watching your phone.
How can
You're
he
not
run through a
concentrating on
wall?
the film.
How can he run through a wall?
Platform 9 3/4.
What's that about? And who's that guy? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, not for me.
Stop dissing Harry Potter. I love
Sorry.
Harry Potter.
If you've got any Harry Potter fans listening, I'm really sorry, but I just do not get it. Maybe my mind isn't expansive enough to understand, but it isn't. Yeah, it isn't good.
But what I mean is, if they're saying to you, put your phone away, put your phone down, they are picking up on it, and it's offensive.
Oh, of course. Of course. If you're watching the film with them, they get it, and it's like them spending time with you. If you're watching that same film and they know you're picking the phone up, you're not in the room.
No.
You're not in the room. You're not spent. They don't see that as time with you. They don't. I've seen videos and stuff on that. So definitely got to be better at that. That is something I definitely want to work on. Yeah. I'm trying to get my screen time down to like 3 hours a day, but I'm double.
Do you know what I think though? The screen time, doesn't it include when you're listening to music and your maps and stuff like that as well? So it's hard, it's skewed.
That's a problem because I listen to music in the gym for an hour or 45 minutes on YouTube.
Yeah, we all know about your gym music choices.
That's 45 minutes of screen time, which don't count.
No, really, I wouldn't count. Yeah, but can't you do the you do that thing where you go in your settings and you put the screen time limits on, don't you?
Yeah, but I ignore them.
Oh.
So if my Instagram says you're out of screen time, I'm like, well, I haven't posted yet, or I need to post. I'm just ignore that, and it doesn't work for me. It's not enough. It almost needs to shut down the app for me to. Yeah, it doesn't work. It's not enough of a stopper for that to work.
I think it's quite nice reflecting like this together. We've not got angry at each other really either.
No, it's been a different type of episode.
Yeah,
going to go for lunch as well, so.
Are you? You're going to take me for lunch today?
Yeah.
That's nice.
McDonald's. Enjoy McDonald's, didn't you?
I actually do really enjoy McDonald's, yeah. Double cheeseburger.
So have you got anything? I've got one last thing that I've kind of spoke about a lot in the podcast, but definitely to shout less.
100% agree with you on that one. I think we talked about this last week.
Yeah, so I need to touch on it slightly, but it's definitely something that
it's just like straight from 0 to 100.
I'm not an angry. I just get frustrated. So like I'm not very patient. So if I ask the kids to do something multiple times and they don't do it, I do raise my voice. I can't deal with that. My patience levels are 0. But if they're like, I'm not shouting them all day. It's just if they're, being a nightmare. And that's what I kind of mean about embrace the chaos as well. If I embrace that slightly better, I don't think I'd go to 0 to 100 as much.
Yeah. Something, I mean, when I said to Daisy as well last night, oh, what can mummy do to be a better parent? She actually told me as well, don't work. Like, she actually said that. And I do think I need to remember that at work, I am replaceable. But I'm not irreplaceable at home. But yeah, no, I do.
No, you're indispensable at home.
Yeah, I do think that. And I think, do you know what? Sometimes in the mornings when I'm leaving and I'm rushing to get out the house, and they just want that 5-minute chat or that 5-minute cuddle, or they want me to do their hair, not Daddy to do their hair, because Daddy can only do ponytails. But maybe I'll just take the 5 minutes.
I do a bloody good ponytail, though. I have fucking mastered that. I literally have mastered my ponytails, because it's the only thing I can do. I've mastered it.
Yeah.
And she looks bloody good. Sorry to cut you off, but she looks bloody good.
That's all right. But I think give them the extra 5 minutes, because I think my problem is I want to succeed at work and I want to succeed at home, and I want to do everything well. And the kind of person I am, I want to do everything There's no point. I wouldn't do something half-assed. I want to do everything well, and I just feel like as a mum, I can't do everything well. I just can't. Like, I'm spread so thin, and I need to make sure that
most parents are like that,
exactly.
especially working parents. I mean, if you're even non-working parents, it depends. It's just you've spread
Well, I think
a lot going on.
I was having a conversation with a colleague at work the other day, and we were chatting, and we were saying, I don't think, they talk about a gender pay gap. Yeah. So, the gender pay gap, so men get paid more than women.
Really controversial here.
No, I don't think so. It was just I don't know, maybe like an epiphany for us when we were chatting, because we're both mums and we both love our job, and we're really, really dedicated, and we can't imagine ourselves doing anything apart from teaching, but it does take up a lot of our time. And, it does impact our children. For example, like, she couldn't do her kids' first day of school. I can't do our kids' first day of school because of the nature of being a teacher. And I think it was like, do you know what? In our direct experience, when we were having this conversation, and it might not be the same for everybody, but I was thinking, do you know what? Before I had kids, there wasn't really a gender pay gap, right? I was doing really well in my career. I was climbing up the ladder, and it was great. The pay gap for me comes between parents and non-parents. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's much harder to work and climb the ladder and give the level of dedication you need to give whilst being a parent. So for me, it's not a gender pay gap, it's a parent versus non-parent gap, especially if you're like the default parent.
Of course.
Does that make sense? I feel like I didn't explain that.
If you're not a parent, you've got more time to give into your career. Of course you have. You've got less focuses as well. You've got just one single focus career.
Yeah.
As soon as you have kids, it does change stuff, doesn't it?
And it does skew.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Is that enough self-reflecting?
I think it's enough self-reflecting. Yeah. Makes me feel a bit emotional. Don't worry, I'm not going to cry.
Hopefully, giving the listener some. I don't know, maybe they've self-reflected whilst listening.
Yeah, I wonder if anyone else is thinking, oh, do you know what? I really need to do better at this or that, or what can you reflect on as a parent? Because I think as parents, we have to reflect. We have to move forward.
As humans, you should reflect.
Yeah.
Be self-aware enough to go, look, I'm not good at this, or I need to be better at this.
But it was really interesting. So basically, I'm just going to move us on because I feel like I'm getting a bit emotional. But I'll just move us on. We were talking about our wanker of the week. And we've been struggling because we've not encountered as many wankers. So I put it out to Instagram. Come on, send me your wankers. And I did get some really funny ones. But what was interesting was the trend of people. I screenshot them. I showed them to Dean as well. I would say 80% of people were nominating their kids for Wanker of the Week, which is something we've never done. Nominating the kids. I thought, was that a bit too far? Can we call the kids them?
I wouldn't like to call my kids wankers, that's for sure. But I feel like they're the most annoying thing in my life during the week. Definitely. Aren't they?
They are.
They are the most annoying thing we encounter during the week. There's nobody...
It's like there are people nominated him, so I feel like so this is actually going to be our last wanker of the week. So over the last few episodes, or I don't know how many episodes, maybe the last 10 episodes, we have talked about our wankers of the week being keyboard warriors on our social media, school run wankers, school run parking wankers, and even Dean, you made it up there, didn't you?
Yeah, the only problem I couldn't include you because we're stopping the feature.
You couldn't include me, darling, because there's no ammunition there for it.
I could have included you many times, but just too nice
a guy. In honour of our last wanker of the week, because from next week we're going to be bringing a new feature. In honour of our last wanker of the week, our wanker of the week goes out there to all the kids, all the daughters, all the sons, everyone out there
that completely continue to drive their parents nutty, pissing them off. Day after day, making our life. Oh, yeah.
Those who ruin carpets, those with attitudes, those ones waking you up every night, those ones stealing your evenings,
those ones that just won't go to sleep.
Yeah, the ones that have savagely ruined your pelvic floor, the ones that have given you stretch marks, and the ones that just add to our mental load. There we go. Acknowledging all those children.
So we've done plenty of self-reflecting today, so it'd be great to hear from you in the comments what you need to work on as a parent, and it'll be great to hear what you think. Thank you so much for watching.
And make sure you hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode.